Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff J. Brown, China Rising Radio Sino Land in Shenzhen, just south of the tropic of Cancer. And actually, I'm not in the apartment, and I'm not at Professor Brown's school. I am in. We are in. My wife and I are in Dameisha, which means Big Plum Beach, which is actually in the Shenzhen city limits. So it's about 35 kilometers from where we live, and it's a huge beach resort. We got this nice. I'm actually on the terrace overlooking the South China Sea, and unfortunately, we didn't know, but all the beaches here are closed down because of the on September 16th was that massive typhoon. What was it? Mankut was the Cantonese name. In Chinese, it was either mountain bamboo or bamboo mountain. I can't remember. And anyway, so the beaches are closed, but we're having a nice, relaxing weekend. And we went down to about 1 kilometer down the road to the big Sheraton here, and had a cup of coffee at the restaurant where we saw on YouTube during that typhoon. There was a great footage of the typhoon from the Sheraton where we sat yesterday, where like this 2 meters swell just came into this big glass. These huge glass panes just got wiped out, and the whole first floor got flooded. And they already got it fixed. It's just like you wouldn't even know it had happened. So anyway, we're going to go down there, and it's going to cost more money, but we have to pay some big bucks to use their private beach. But at least we'll get to go swimming there. Anyway, I am frustrated trying to get some writing done. Professor Brown is taking a lot of time. Our new business, and at the same time, I'm 64. My wife is 62, and we're trying to enjoy ourselves and relax a little bit. We're been working. We both started working for money. Actually, got paid for money when we were both about 8 years old, and so both of us come from families with a very strong work ethic. And basically, we're kind of tired of working, and so we'd love to retire right now, but we can't because. In 2000, I don't know if you all know this, but in 2008, we had a huge real estate business in Oklahoma and in the United States, and we lost it all and went bankrupt. And my wife and my daughter, who was in the 8th grade at the time, and I came back to China in 2010, and all we had left each was 2 suitcases, and we started over. And so here we are today. And so we cannot quit working until I'm 66 to get my American Social Security. Hopefully, the crooks in Washington will not cancel it by then or privatize it by then. And so we need to keep working. And so that's why we set up Professor Brown and set up this company. And we're going to go start doing online teaching, and so we have some income after 2020, April 2020, when I turned 66, to supplement our Social Security. So that's why we're working. We're trying to relax. So here's the beach out here, and you might say, well, Jeff, why aren't you in there tapping on the keyboard and writing an article? Well, I'll tell you what. For me to write an article, good article, and post it on YouTube and SoundCloud and do all the necessary. It takes me anywhere from 4 to 8 hours to do, and sometimes even 11 or 12 hours to do a really good article. So I'm just between Professor Brown, and which is a huge amount of work, and us trying to relax a little bit, I'm not finding that 8 hours, to write articles very often. So what I have been doing recently to kind of fill the gaps is on my WeChat forum. I keep staring at my image, and the camera's up here. The WeChat forum. I have a WeChat forum called China Rising Radio Sinoland. There's about 150 or so people who are members, and I've been posting a lot of articles on there and links and comments and stuff. And I thought, heck, this is good stuff. And so this is interesting. And so instead of sharing it with 150 people, I'm going to share it with all of you. And so I'm trying to figure out how to do this faster. And so I'm going to go start doing this. And I'm going to uh, uh, show articles that I think that are interesting for about China, China versus the West, American Empire, Western Empire, Uranglo land, technology, and even other stuff that I find interesting. I'm going to put on just because that I think is relevant to the collapse of Western Empire, which is happening before our very eyes, and the ascendance of China, which is happening in warp speed before our very eyes. But unfortunately, we don't get to see it very much in the West because they don't want to admit that China is kicking butt and taking names. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see how it goes. I'm so busy. I don't respond. It's been like 2 or 3 months since I think maybe September or late August since I can't comment on YouTube anymore, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, I was spending an hour and a half a day, doing all my social media and posting all my stuff on my social media, and I just don't have time to do that anymore. So, well, I guess I could, but I want to relax a little bit. My wife and I are, wanting to relax a little bit. So please, share, to help me since I'm not doing my normal, churning the social media, which has really had an impact on the number of people that come to China Rising. Please help me by sharing China Rising Radio Sinoland with your in your social circles and also on your social media. Please, repost these links. I would really, really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. China has an amazing story to tell. The West is trying to suppress it, and I'm just really worried about, especially with some of the stuff I'm going to be posting here in the next few days about I think the U.S. has realized they cannot compete against communist socialist China, and are moving towards a war footing approach to go up against China, and that's not good news. So anyway, this one is entitled 60. And by the way, all of these will be over the 60 seconds over Sinoland logo. And this one's entitled "World Class R&D, Artificial Intelligence News Anchors, and 1 million Wechat miniapps." The writing is on the wall for China tech versus the West. And there is an article about from Xinhua has a new AI news anchor. Remember Max Headgear on TV, on MTV? He was so yesteryear. Now China is in the 21st century. Our business, Professor Brown, is creating a Wechat mini app, and we are working with a developer to create our own mini app for our Professor Brown business. And there's hyperlinks for each one of these. And then the writing is on the wall for China tech versus the West. There's an article in The Economist about Tsinghua University may soon top the world in scientific research. And it's like, well, if you follow China Rising Radio Sinoland, you already know that. And then be sure to look at China Rising Radio Sinoland's China Tech database. It is expanding daily. I add links to it constantly. Tens of thousands of people around the world have accessed it and continue to do so. You just go into it, open it up, and search whatever tech-related word search you want. And I likely have something about China and that topic. And so there's all the links for this. So have a wonderful day. And now I'm trying to get my, I can't, there we go. I'm going to have to get from now on, I'm going to bring my Logitech camera. I'm using my laptop camera, built into the screen, and it's not that good. So I'll bring my Logitech camera next time. This is Jeff J. Brown. Rise Radio Sinoland in Dameisha, Shenzhen, in the eastern corner of Shenzhen. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.